bra bra, ma ma ma, ga ga, woo la la. Hello, welcome back to my channel or whatever. Today we're going to be going over I'm going to try out the Arteza paints. I found these at Goodwill unopened for $6, and I've never used this brand, but I have been wanting to use them, so I decided, well, I got them a while ago and I still haven't used them, but I decided today to try them out. Whoops. So I already did my sketch out to save some time because it's just gonna be like a paint video. And yeah, so it's not excited to open all of these up. I changed, so last video I tried to go back to my overhead angle for the recording, and then I had to cut out like half the video. That was already pretty short. That's why it was like a 10-minute video, because my head kept going in it, but it wasn't like, oh, just a little. It was like up to here was just my freaking roots, and I haven't dyed my hair in a while, so it was rough. So we're going back to the angle. I think this works fine. Let's get on. I don't really paint with acrylic much, but these are craft acrylic colors, premium. So I think they're gonna be like a thinner acrylic, which will be easier because I kind of get carried away when I do painting. I couldn't get that eye right, so I'm hoping like I just start painting and it'll work out. Because you know that tends to what happens when you paint, everything works out. I'm kind of nervous. My brushes are just gonna be like really cheap Michael's brushes, nothing fancy, because again I don't paint, so I only have good watercolor brushes. And my palette, paper plate. Of course, I cut my nails yesterday, and now I have to open up all these little things. Okay, this is my lovely palette. Doesn't it remind you of middle school? I'm scared because I really do like this sketch. Use a smaller brush. Can you see how you can like still see the pencil through it? That's how thin they are. I forgot to talk. Which is kind of helpful, but also like it would be annoying if you don't need the pencil, the guidelines or whatever. So it's really just what you prefer. Right now I don't mind it. But like, at what point do they get covered? Because it's starting to get a little thicker. Camera's making the colors look weird, I don't know why. So far they overlay well. And they dry pretty quickly, which is nice. Because my problem with gouache is that I just get impatient and I end up tearing up my paper. I think they dry darker than when you mix them, which I know is what a lot of like water-based paint does, but usually acrylic paints aren't like that. For some reason the neck is just turning into like this weird blob. Low key, kind of like these paints. They're like just bad enough to be something I like, you know, like I like a thin paint, and I think a lot of what I have problems with whenever I use, at least like for portrait, whenever I use really pigmented paint, it's hard for me to remember what I'm doing. When I do the lips, I always make sure to mix in some of the skin tone with it. I feel like it makes everything look a little bit more muted and realistic. The lighting's gonna change like 10 times in the studio because I can't decide on what looks better. I have to like choose between being able to see, I have to choose between able to see what I'm drawing and also making sure that you guys can see what I'm drawing. I feel like painting eyeliner is scarier than doing it yourself, like makeup wise. I feel like the black is a lot thicker than the rest of them. I'm having a hard time right now. Gotta touch it up. This is kind of looking like Helly from Severance, now that I'm like looking at it. Watch it be the hair that I mess up on, it ruins everything. For some reason the darker colors I'm having a harder time working with. I feel like they're a lot thicker. I don't think that was too many highlights. What about you? Seems like a perfectly reasonable source of light. Light source? Source of light? Ah. I'm gonna paint on my camera, phone, or whatever. Good job. I like it whenever my brushes just kind of pee everywhere because I dip them in water and they're cheap. It's my favorite thing in the world. Yeah, I wonder why these dark colors are so annoying. Just gotta do a background and then I think I'm actually done. It's a lot faster than I expected. I usually take forever. I am going to do a baby, what's the color? Arctic blue background. I'm gonna do green, but it might look a little too Christmassy. This is a good little color. Oh shoot, I forgot her earring. Boo! Okay, now we're done. So this is the final drawing. I forgot the whole reason I was doing this. I actually do really like these acrylics. They're not like, if you really want a high quality paint, I wouldn't recommend these. I would like just do, you know, the basics, literally basic paint. That's pretty good. Or Winsor Newton is what I use on canvas. But I like these for sketchbooking because they're thin. This is what my lovely palette looks like. So they go far. So I think they'll last you a long time. I think I saw that they like retail for like a $30 for this pack. It's a pack of 20, and you can mix and match or whatever. Yeah. So I had trouble with. Oh, I should probably stop saying that. I had trouble with the darker colors. They were a bit thicker and harder to like blend. You can tell in her hair that I kind of like gave up. But I like the light colors. The skin tone was the easiest for me to do. Yeah, you know, oh, I should probably fix that. I don't hate it. I don't love it. Actually, I do kind of like it. But yeah. So anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And if you're painting along, I hope your drawing turned out good. Yeah, I think they're definitely worth a try. And and they don't really warp the paper that much. Anyways, goodbye.